I don't know if you're like me, uh, and you literally plan out your entire life. Like me personally, I'm a college student. I'm about to graduate in literally like 4 months. And when it came to my future, I already had all of my stuff planned out. I already knew what I wanted to do after college. I already knew where I wanted to go to grad school. I already knew what city I wanted to live in, um, what scholarship I was going to get, and everything like that, right? What school I wanted to go to. And um, being around Christians who have laid their life down and put their desires to the side for the sake of the gospel, it really encourages me to do the same. Like, over the weekend, I was at a conference, and one of the speakers said that um, he got a blank page and he dated it and he signed the bottom and he just left it blank, and he said that that represented his life. Like, Lord, I give you full consent to write whatever you want, to fill in the white spaces and do whatever you want with that. And I sign my rights over to you, God, and I'm in agreement with whatever you want to do. And I feel like that really encouraged me, because I'm like, wow, I have been planning out my entire life and something hasn't been sitting right with me. It's like, wow, I just feel selfish. I feel like I'm just going after my own desires for my own good. But what is the Lord saying? Like, what does the Lord want me to do? And it's like, if you live a life where it's just about you and about your success and about how much money you can make and how far in your career you can go, and not about who you can serve, and it's not costing you anything, then that's not a life that is pleasing to God. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all, because it's like, you can obtain, because the Bible says that what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul, right? And when we think about the disciples, we see that when God sent them out, he said, don't take anything with you. Don't take a money belt. Don't take money. Don't take food. They're going to feed you there. Like, don't worry about the materialistic things. I got you. Just go out and tell my people about me. Tell my people about who I am, right? And what I did and how I love them. And, yeah, y'all, that really blessed me. And I'm just like, God, how can I give you my life, God? Like, how can I let go of my desires and allow you to do what you want in my life? And I'm still figuring it out. Like, I'll be lying to y'all if I told y'all that I got it all figured out. I have nothing figured out at all. And has it been scary? Absolutely. It's been so scary. And we also had a talk about fear. And one of the speakers, he was a very great speaker, and he said that instead of the king telling you, do not be afraid, he will sit with you in the moment of fear, right? There's many scriptures on that. I have my notes back inside. I'm trying to just remember off the top of my head, but it's like, he gave the example of his son being afraid of the dark, and him telling his son, like, yo, there's nothing here, look, there's nothing here, and then him leaving the room, and then his son still being scared. But then when he sat in the dark with his son began to relax and his shoulders began to loosen up and he fell asleep, right? And that's the same thing that God does for us. He's not going to send us on an assignment without giving us comfort and letting us know that he is with us and letting us be aware of his presence, right? And that's what I'm learning too. Like, Lord, I don't want to go anywhere if you're not there. Just like Moses, I don't want the promise without the promise keeper. But also, God, like, I'm afraid. I don't know what to do. I'm alone. I have no help. Honestly, I'm by myself. And I just don't know, God. I'm scared. How am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to pay student loans? I don't got no money for them people. You feel me? So I'm scared. Like, I already got everything planned out in the city that I was moving to. Full ride scholarship, everything paid for, housing paid for, good money. When I say good money, great money, right? And I'm not even going to be working. They're just going to be paying me to go to school. I'm talking about, like, y'all, thousands of dollars. thousands of dollars. And I'm not talking about $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 a semester. Like, more than that a semester. So it's just like, dang, like, I'm still conflicted, right? Because I want God to get the glory in my life. I just want him to be pleased with me, and I also want him to be pleased with my character, not just what I do for him. For me. But yeah, y'all, sorry, my phone is kind of iffy. But yeah, so that's kind of where we are, or where I'm at so far. This man has a stick in his hand. Make sure he ain't on nothing for me. But yeah, so yeah, man, I just want to encourage y'all to trust God, and allow God to have that pen, and give him a blank sheet. Erase everything that you already planned out for your life, because the Bible says that a good man will plan his life, but the Lord will order his steps. So allow God to order your steps. You feel what I'm saying? And trust him. If you're living a life that you're just receiving, and you're not giving, and you're not sowing into other people, then what are you doing? You feel me? But yeah, so I just want to encourage y'all to trust God, and to trust him with your entire life, not just certain areas, but with your entire life. Allow him to be the author and write the story, and you just give him your blank sheet and sign it. All right, love y'all.